What's up, everybody? You can't hear me. Can you hear me? Test, test, test. There we go. I don't know. I updated my computer today, and then things broke, and I think we're okay. Hopefully. Sick. Awesome. All right. All right. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Also, the camera looks like it moved some as well. Let's tilt this back down just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It's a little too far. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So, yeah. So updated my computer. The Windows microphone function turned off completely. Like I couldn't use my mic at all. I had no idea the setting even existed. No sounds were working through OBS or anything like that. It was really weird. But I think we're good now. So we've got a bunch of streaks in chat today. Let's go ahead and announce those. Danish Norwegian is on a 7 streak. Congratulations. Scruffy just hit 65 streams. That's amazing. Grumpy just hit 280. Insane. Grumpy has been to my stream more than I've been to my stream. That's impressive. So, Comic with the 90 streak. Congrats, dude. Nice, nice. Yeah, welcome, welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to be working on this guy. You can't see it yet, so we'll get there in a little bit. But, yeah, we're going to be working on the beta today and getting the creative design for that done. Let's see. Refurbinator, congrats on the 5 streak. Welcome in, welcome in. So, let's go ahead and switch over. I don't know if I will be live tomorrow or not. We'll see. We'll see. The reason why is mostly I want to get a video out Saturday for Hermitcraft, so we need to make sure that we get I have time to do it. So today's plan is to fix all of this up. So I've left this boat here for now. We're going to remove that in just a second so we can get to work on this properly. So I've got some ideas on what I want it to look like. The hardest part is going to be the color schemes of it. That is going to be hard, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Nice, Sumi. I didn't see the notification in chat, Sumi. I still don't see it, actually. Yeah, I don't see it at all. Otherwise, I would have announced it. So, anyways, so I think first thing we need to determine is sort of what level we're on. So, well, I can't announce it if I don't know it exists. So, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. I hope that you're having a great day. So, that's awesome. Yeah, congrats. I hope you have a good one. So, last night on stream, we went through and added all of this in so that way we know what the bottom of our level is going to be. Let's go here. So, probably 1 down. So what is that level at? Let's see. Let me try to stand on it some. So that's level 58. Okay. That's all I needed to know. All right, let's do some removing. All right. So we're going to be using different techniques. We'll use world edit. We'll use... Ooh, something's going down over there. We'll use world edit. We'll use Axiom. We'll do all the things to make sure that this is going to work out the way that we want it to. So, like I said, I think for the design of the underwater itself, like the block palette, we're gonna go very heavy into sand, and then have like spots of dirt. Maybe I'm not 100% sure yet, or streaks of dirt. So we'll see what happens, but we'll get there. All right, let me see. Let's do this first. We'll do game rule. Advanced time false. Time set A. And then let's switch game mode to peaceful because we don't need bad things in our world. Yeah. Well, congrats on the 10 streak regardless. All right, so first let's get rid of this guy. We know that 58's our max level. That's all we really need to know. So, PO1. There we go. Peaceful best mode. Sure. I can't say that I've ever played Minecraft on peaceful, apart from maybe things like Hold on, let me turn that off. Apart from things like maybe creative work, like survivally, I've never been on peaceful before. But hey, to each their own, you know? All right, so let's remove this Bodhi. Whoosh, be gone. All right, boat's gone. Next up, I want to remove some of this water just so I have better access to the things over here. I'm actually going to record this as well, I think. So, okay, so, nah, it's all good. If you like playing peaceful, you like playing peaceful. There's nothing wrong with that. It's, you know, that's why there's so many different versions of Minecraft. You can do whatever you need to do. So, yeah. You can do whatever you need to do. Osiris says, just want to say a huge congrats on the finish journey. I have inspired you to get back on the horse. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. You really do. Congrats. I hope it goes well for you. So, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we're going to, let's do replace water with air. That's going to take a minute. All right, what water? All right, water's gone. We still have replace tall seagrass with air. Replace seagrass with air. And then we should be able to run this one again. What did I miss? I hit tall seagrass, right? Tall dry grass. Use peaceful world? Nah, that's totally fair, actually. That makes sense. All right, let me get rid of some of this water through here. Probably best if we just sponge that, maybe. So let's get some sponges out. What is this thing? Color picker. Huh. Where the hell did this come from? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what mod that is. So... yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, so if we do get done with this tonight before the stream ends, I will be getting on Hermitcraft to do Hermitcrafty things, but... because he does have the Nautilus Cove there, I'm not doing anything with the cove or really anything past these boats. So I don't know if he's like worried about me moving it or something, but it's just going to all stay the same. So that's not really my area to work with. I've pretty much claimed this line, but like here over is all cub. So nope, all cub. He's good. I'm not going to be touching it. Yeah, I hope you have a good birthday. Yeah. I went to the gym. So I've went to the gym 3 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm dead. Still going to go because it's been getting better, and it's like more natural feeling now than feeling like really tired. Like I just feel good. But it's been, the gym has been kind of tough this week for sure. So, okay, we've got all that out of the way. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mess with that. I don't really have an interest in that. I kind of just want to mess with my area more than anything. Okay. You only know the Pokemon gym? Same. I caught a shiny Pikachu last night on Pokemon Go. Pretty excited about that, to be quite honest with you. Okay, water's almost gone. Your Ellis got injured this week. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope they're okay. All right, let's let that get down. What's my favorite shiny? Probably Charizard, because Charizard's my favorite Pokemon anyways, but all right. I was like, why is it not going down? Yeah, Charizard's always been my favorite, like for forever. So one day when I'm not super poor, I would really like to buy like a base set Charizard. Yeah. Okay, so I think first thing we should probably do is fill this area in with stone. I think this is the right level. Yeah, like right here. Fill. Is it slash? Yeah. There we go. Fill stone. So I'm filling this area in because I'm going to need to do this anyways. So let's just get it done now. I have no interest in like terraforming these areas. I'm just going to fill it in and move on. So. Well, this, if we can get to it, this will be something that I would like to do later tonight, I think. So one of my first ever shinies that I got, like from raiding, was a Rayquaza. I like was in this group of like 40 people, and I got one. And it was sick. So I do wish I could go back on Pokemon Go and relearn it though, because when I was like very first starting out, I was looking for shinies only. And like my first community day was Charmander shiny community day, and I just kept the shinies. There's a good chance that I probably bend like 6 perfects with like no doubt, like I probably did. So yeah, what's up, Spicy Tater? Hope you're doing well. So kind of wish I could go back and fix that, but that's okay. So, but generally speaking, if I'm catching shinies, I would love to just have the original 151 shinies because I'm a huge fan of those. So, but tonight we had some good dinner. I don't know what you guys had for dinner. Let me know. But I had lasagna with garlic bread. It was really good. The Pokédex does tell you how... Wait, really? Okay, well, I'm going to check that right now because that's interesting. I want to know the answer to that question. So... There are 28 new fires. That's insane. I hope everything works out. Have they gotten their plane back yet? All right, so we're going to go to Pokedex. We're going to go Kanto, Charmeleon, info, battle caught. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't know how many I've actually caught before because it doesn't really say. It says I've seen 452 Charmeleons and caught 206 of them. And in my Pokedex, I've got it highlighted, but it doesn't really say. So yeah, hopefully they got the plane back. Yeah, I don't see where it says that. Do you have any ideas? I know that, Grumpy. Yeah, I'm aware of that one, but I thought there was a way to check to see how many you had caught of a specific one. Because I've probably transferred a bunch of them. All right. I think for this lake, I'm going to use a sword and a brush to get rid of this. So we'll do / brush, sphere, air, and then we'll do like 5, and then we'll do / mask, water. Oh, it's got to be way bigger. There we go. All right, that should be more than enough. That's insane. So is this like the worst worst wildfire you guys have had? Mask, and then this time we'll do seagrass. And then this time we'll do tall seagrass. Then we'll switch it back to water. There we go. Okay. So I think we're good. All right. So I think the first thing that we need to do is raise the level of the bay up a couple levels, because like our bottom level is going to be 58 or like 57-ish. So I need to raise it up some. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Is it, where's it at? Northern Ontario, you said? That's so bad, man. Any idea how they started? Northwest. Yeah, do you know that? Hold on 1 second. I feel like most are like people started. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize the music had stopped playing. It's fixed. It's been amazing there all week. A taste of with the smoke in the air. So we got that smoke warning from the fires here. There's more of like a North Ohio-ish thing. I don't know if we'll actually see them in Dayton or not. All right, so that's all filled in. All right, I think the best bet here. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. So I wanted to look natural in the bay, like not super flat, right? I think the first thing we should probably do is start with the edges. Like, let's get some land placed down and then blend the edges together so it looks a little bit better. So I think what we'll do for this is brush. Let's actually, so grab a sword. That's crazy. Brush, sphere. We'll do 5, and then we'll make it just dirt for now. Let's not do 45. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is just go around the edges and paint. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't, I was gonna say, hopefully that doesn't spill in. I feel like the game sounds are so loud today. Is the game sounds loud to you guys at all? Or is it normal? No? Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you. Okay. There we go. I'm not sure if it's on me or not. Let me check something real fast. Yeah, I can't. I'm still having trouble I still can't hear game sounds. I have to do like this like really out of the way thing to get the game sounds to work. It's kind of obnoxious. So, not a fan. Yeah, that didn't do anything. All right. Yeah, is it bad in Toronto? Okay. One second. Okay, got it. All right. Turn my volume down on my windows just a little bit. Yeah, it's been bad, man. Windows Update really messed with my computer. All right. So, let's see. I think I need to get rid of this as well. Thank you. And we'll go here, and then I'm just going to do replace sand with air. There we go. All right, I think we're good to go. So I'm going to go around the edge of this place and then add some blocks in. That way we can smooth it down some. Autumn, welcome to the stream. I had to uninstall a bunch of Windows updates just to get it to work properly. There we go. Unfortunately, like I said, I have to use like a special OBS trick to even get game sounds into my ear at this moment, but really obnoxious. Yeah, not good. What are you guys up to tonight? Anything fun? It's kind of a weird day today. It doesn't really feel like a Thursday, you know? Yeah, it's all good. You're not late. You're here when you got here. But if it happens again, I will ban you. So don't let it happen. I'm just kidding. Keep playing, see what happens. You think this is a game? I mean, it is. Because technically speaking, we are playing a game. I should probably remove this boat as well. Or boats. I don't know if I'm going to probably end up redoing this over here eventually, but I think I'm going to get rid of this boat real fast. So, been a rest day for you. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm thinking about changing my stream schedule some. Like, I don't really have an official schedule, but I think I want to make it to where maybe I stream on a Sundays from now on instead of just no weekends, because typically I don't stream on the weekends. But I'm thinking about maybe streaming Sundays and then taking Mondays off as like a permanent day off, because I want to go play Magic. And I don't really do that anymore like I want to, and I need to get better. There we go. All right. How do you guys feel about having Mondays off from the stream and then streaming Tuesdays and Sundays instead? Like I said, I don't really do schedules very well, so it's be loose fitting, but oh no, my XP. We need to do I want to say it was like /kill at E, and then it's like type item frames, and then yeah, Sundays are more chill and kind of more of an appropriate thing for it. So I just want to see how much XP I can get. Sounds good. Yeah, I think from now on, the no streaming on Sunday thing will only be affected if it's like a special situation. So, all right. Yeah. I think Sundays are a better day than Monday, anyways. Mondays are kind of like people are back to work. They're kind of irritable. It's a Monday. Mondays are bad. So just kind of make it a chill day from now on, taking an off day for our new moving forward. Like I said, I don't really do set schedules anyways, but as a general rule of thumb, I won't be streaming Mondays. So I also just scheduled the newest Hunt the Hermit, which will be on the 31st of this month. So should be fun. Sundays is a scam. That's how I feel about vegetables. All right, so we've got that all taken care of. Let's go ahead and smooth this out some. So we'll grab another sword. And then we're going to do brush, smooth, and then we'll do like 4. All I'm really trying to do is make the transition between the ground that's already there, like that right there, just a little bit better. It doesn't need to be perfect. And we're going to be adding levels to this anyways, so. But that's fair, yeah. Simply move is pretty straightforward. Okay. That's a little better. Like I said, we're going to be adding levels anyways in just a minute, so it won't matter too much. Just trying to blend the the surrounding areas together some. Can I do this here for it? I can try. If not, I've got some joint compound. I can just fill your head and let it dry. We'll sand her down, get her painted. It'll be good. We'll figure it out. Some spackle. Yeah, we'll get it. I got a trowel, everything. We good. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get her all taken care of. I don't like that. No Bondo. No Bondo. We'll use some indoor wood filler or something. It'll be all right. She's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be fine. You're going to get her taken care of. It ain't nothing to worry about. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, all right, let's keep going. I also will offer other options in my clinic. If you are, say, not a Bondo person or a filler person, some silicone caulk. I got a caulk gun. Got a nice bead of liquid nail on your forehead. We'll be all right. We're going to figure this out. You'll be water resistant. It's going to work out pretty well for you, I think. Bondo is a filler that people use on cars to hide the bad stuff. So we'll get some silicone, you know, get a nice little bead of silicone on you. Fiberglass mixture. Yeah, we'll throw a little fiber in there just to make sure that you're fortified. I don't like that. I'll just fill that in myself. Fiber is important, you're right. I do want to be careful because if I do too much work, it might be too hard to get it done in a reasonable amount of time. I could do this thing where I like pace myself and actually take my time doing projects. Now that's insane and absurd. And I don't know who actually does that type of stuff, but I could. I don't know about any of that nonsense though, brother. Insulation, fortification, you know, just making sure that your forehead's safe, warm in the wintertime. So it's important. Oh boy. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Okay. Yeah, imagine doing a project and not completing it all in one sitting. What type of unhingedness is that? Certainly not me. Okay. So we kind of decided that our bottom level was going to be like 57-ish. So I want to add some ridges and stuff in here, but before I can do that, I want to fill this in some. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll just use stone because this is not even going to be used. And the like when we build this out, I'm probably just going to skip this. I'm not even going to fill it in. It's going to be hollow. So let's just do like fill stone and then add a bunch of ones. Did it get it all? Hey, it did. Look at that. Pokemon, thank you so much for the 60 months. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much for the sub. All right. Will it not sink when you change it to sand? Well, so the way that Axiom works, you can go here, and then there's a menu with, I think it's the painter. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Let's see. It's not what I want. Well, apparently our camera is just imaginary at this point. Where the hell is it? Well, anyways, in the menu section, like right above my head, there's a surface option to allow it to paint only the surface. And so we can use that to place sand down on top of blocks. So congrats, Ducky. So like I said, I think our bottom level is going to be like 57. So let's go up a couple more. Something like, actually, let's go down one. So like 56. Like right here. So there we go. We've added a couple levels. Let me undo that. So it's filling that in because of this right here. That's hilarious. Congrats on the 140 streak. Okay, that's probably pretty good. So we've added a couple levels in, which should be really helpful in terms of the scaling. We got a bunch of levels there. Okay. So now what I want to go through is I want to go through and add some ridges in. So we're going to do, let's do 10. So I'm just going to add random spots. Those might be a little too tall, I think. Streak hype. Let's do 7. Yeah, I hear meatballs. So okay. So I think I will fill this area in. And then, because it'll just get, I want to have some of this have a little bit more elevation. Let's make it look a little bit better. Made the name in high school. Oh my God, you worship the devil. You're weird. All I know is my God kicked your God's ass. So get wrecked, nerd. They 1v1 on Rust and you lost. Get over it. There we go. So then we'll let's see. Let's go for, I do bring out the weird people. I'm just kidding, man. I mean, I'm not, but am I going to have a cave for my loot? I don't know, maybe. Let's actually undo that. All right. Let's switch back to 7 and continue this line over. we go. What's up, Solera? Hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm trying to make like natural terrain lines and it's kind of hard. All right, sounds good. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? As you guys know, I had lasagna. It was good. Chicken wings. Okay. Chicken wings are good. Salmon mashed potatoes. Okay. Okay. Grilled chicken pork. Grilling chicken pork. Okay. And steak. A little bit of turf and turf. I love it. Okay. Okay. We do like a little bit of turf and turf. Nobody wants the surf. The surf is disgusting. Think about maybe having hot dogs tomorrow, like chili cheese dogs, maybe. Sounds really good. I've been craving that. So, yeah, I've been super craving it. But I'm also considering maybe like homemade pizza one night. I think I'm going to have homemade pizza on like Saturday though. Because homemade pizza is going to be good, but I want it to be on and off of the gym. Like I don't want to eat homemade pizza and then go to the gym. So that would be bad. Ooh, slow down there, buddy. But yeah, I got some ideas for what I want for the next couple of days. Oh, you mean like just the pre-made crusts? Yeah, I was talking about. I typically, when I do homemade pizza, it's not super homemade because I do get like the pre-made Pillsbury crust. But I don't know. I could make it. I could make the crust. It's not that hard to make. I really want to get like a pizza steel at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I 100% agree with you there. So I've never really gotten one of those pre-made crusts like that before, but I would consider it. Okay. So now we need to figure out what we want to do for this side. I think I'm going to go back to 7. I love crispy, like almost well done food. One, because I don't trust it not to be like totally burnt or messed up or something. But I don't know. I just nothing chewy, please. Nothing chewy. Okay. How about you guys? Do you so assuming we're gonna be smoothing this all out in a big batch of smooth, like it's gonna be way better looking once we're done. Just gotta get to that point first. Oh, okay, okay. I've heard of those before. Need to figure out what I want to do with this section. So I think what we'll do is we'll go back to 4 and fill this in. Yeah, just I want to add some terrain to this area. Unfortunately, it's not the fastest thing in the world. What's up, Stephanie? Hope you're doing well. I could go a little faster. It's just hard to control it. But I suppose that would make for more uneven terrain, which is better. So, should be all right. Just as long as we're not above level 57, it should be fine. Like anthills. Yeah, a little bit. It does. I agree. Can you hear these being placed? Huh. No sound. That's weird. I would assume you'd have been able to hear them. On the bright side, because I've been doing it faster, I do think it's going to look way more organic now. Whoa, relax there, guy. Okay. And then I think I'll do the rest in like 3, maybe. This is going to take a while. The best part's to come, though. We're going to be smoothing all of this out very soon, so it's going to be awesome. It's going to look amazing. But when we smooth it, we won't be using the sword like we did before. We're going to be using Axiom, which is going to be totally different and way more efficient. I just needed to get this all placed down first. And I'm assuming Axiom probably could have done the same thing, but I like this because it gives me a little bit more control. I don't know if it's... Okay. Like I said, doesn't need to be perfect. Just got to get it filled in. Okay. Not sure how to do this last part, though. I need to figure out what I want to put here. Whoa. Gonna just like, this is gonna be like a natural cliff. It'll kind of fade off. And then we'll do like a really smaller block, like a 3. Okay, so a little bit more left to go. Whoa, relax. Imagine if I just left it like this and then filled this all in and put my boats back in. That would be insane. All right. So we're going to go to smooth. Now, I know you can't see this, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know where the camera's at this point. Like, which one is it even in? Oh, I see. Okay. So we have a bunch of settings here that I'm going to mess with. Let's see. So we'll do radius of like 20. All right. The strength of the smooth needs to be higher. All right, we got to be careful here. Okay. That looks pretty damn good, actually. That turned out better than I thought it was. Yeah, we're not going to do this fully on the server. Basically, my plan is I'm just going to place as little blocks as possible. Let's do as much surface work as possible. So place only surface blocks, and then what I can underneath of it to stop the sand from falling. Because like I said, I think I've got 15 or 20 boxes of sand right now from when we did the walls. So I definitely want to utilize that block more. This is where my computer starts to melt. Okay. Any other spots I don't like? Oh, no, it looks pretty good so far. Okay. Let me switch to spec. Or let me... It's never going to be perfect anyways, so let's just try to get it as nice as possible, but not worry about the finer details too much. After all, it is going to be underwater. You guys are getting close to the leaderboard too. Okay. That all looks... This needs a little bit of work. Yeah, that looks really good. I really like that. I think we'll need to do something with that a little bit more. The controls being backwards here are so annoying. Okay. This looks a little weird. I don't really know if there's... I might have to add blocks or remove blocks from that to make that look somewhat good. Let's do sphere. We'll do air and then 6. It's going to take a couple chunks out of this area. Make it look a little different, I think. What's up, Rob? Congrats, dude. Yeah, that's much better. All right. I think, apart from like right there, let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, congrats, dude. That's awesome. I think it's a perfectly acceptable seafloor. Obviously, we need to change the colors, but we're going to get there. I'm going to take a quick break and get a soda. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. All right. Make sure you share the last 4 of your credit card. It's important. Excuse me. Okay, just taking a quick look at this. Bro went to the store and spent $100,000. It's an expensive trip. Probably more than that. Okay, so now I need to do some sort of test to make sure that everything is under the level that we want it to be at. So I think what we'll do for this one is we'll use Lightmatica, and we're going to change this to Y57, and then Y57. Okay, so we do have some blocks over the limit that we want them to be at. So anything that you see that is light colored is good. And then anything that's above that needs to either be removed or slimmed down some. Let's see. Let's see if we can make that work. I don't think so. Slope, roughen, blend, shatter, elevation. Not 100% sure what I just did. We're going to figure it out in a minute. Oh, I see what it did. That's a tough one. I suppose we could use the sphere that we've got and then do this. I don't know. That's a lot of work, though. Also, let's also think about this in terms of where the boats are going to sit. So we know that our big boat's got the biggest bottom of it. So like it goes underneath the water the furthest. Our level 57 is more of a safety feature. Right? So what I may do really fast is load the base schematic on really quickly and just kind of get a look and see if any of the boats are being extruded. And if not, then we may just be okay. So we're going to load. We'll go to... I want to say it's this one. Hold on, I got to remove the fluid. It didn't really work the way that I wanted it to. Okay. So it does look like most of the boats are being, yeah, they're almost all of them that are by the brown spots are going to need to be, it's going to need to be fixed. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We have tools. All right. So I think what I need to do, I might be able to use like one of these tools. We don't want elevation. I want to like extrude. That's just going up. I need to go down. Shrink. Oh, that's easy. But that's like making the area look way worse too. Yeah, that's awesome, Rob. Congrats, dude. There we go. Okay. So I can use this tool or I can use something like this. Like this would take a lot longer, but the upside to doing it in this fashion is that when we do that smooth command again, it's going to give us like way different looking areas, which would be way cooler. Like the faster efficient tool, it's going to be way more quick, but I think in terms of like the way that the land is going to look, it's probably going to be better to do this. I don't want to do this, but I think we have to. So that's fine. You can definitely push them down a bunch. Like that's what we were just doing. And I don't think it looks right. So went a little bit too far on one of those. Can't really miss with this one. There we go. Let's try that. That's actually quite good. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. And I think if we just go fast with it, it'll go quick. So let's do it. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do. Can you do like undo all? No. So yeah, so basically what we're doing, if you just joined us, is anything you see with like the darker brown colors, like these ones, are too high. Which is fine, because I think we can fix it pretty easily. I was going to use this and then just extrude it down, but I don't really like the way that it looks. So what I think we're going to do is, so we'll use this brush and then we'll change the size of it a couple times. So got to be careful. Yo, what's up, Zephyr? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're also going to be changing the layout of some boats, so I don't think we need to do all of it. Like, some of it is probably fine. We're never going to use the full bay's locations, so it'll be all right. Whoa, too deep, too deep. Went a little gung-ho there. It's all right, though. Getting closer. Elf said, I'm going to beat y'all without doing anything. Okay, that looks good. We need to make sure that we'll cover that up, but we'll do that in a minute. All right. Yeah, this isn't too bad at all, really. Okay, back to work. I think so, yeah. I think I want to where the dark spot of the water is, where the biome changes. Like maybe there. So like, yeah, you know, just using that natural feature would be really good. I've never built anything like that before, but I can't imagine it would be that hard. I mean, I did build a castle one time, and I was kind of nervous about that one once. Yeah, it can't be a pyro without a kraken. Exactly. I'm not going to worry about that one. Honestly, that should just be filled in, I think. Okay. Looking good. All right, we got to fill that in still. I'm probably going to go over this again with another brush of smooth just to make sure everything is kind of nice and cohesive, but should be fine. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Still a couple spots that need to be worked on, like right here, for example. All right. Yeah. I mean, building a Kraken isn't really super duper hard because it's mostly just limbs and a gigantic mouth. You know, how hard could that really be? Okay. Back to the brush. Also, this makes my life easier too because when I remove all these, I won't have to fill all these blocks in later. Like, I'm not filling in a lot of this anyways. Like I said, I'm just going to build surface type stuff, so I don't have to do that. But all right, that's looking pretty good. So I know we have a ship over here. I was trying to think, like, it might be kind of cool to leave the surface up higher on some spots. But like, I want to put a gigantic nether portal right here, so probably not. Yeah. Actually, let's see how much I can undo of that. All right, that's fine. So I'll leave a rock like right here then. I might pull one in over here somewhere too, I think. Oh, guys, I gotta get building. Imagine trying to build that. That would be a nightmare. Okay. The real question is, what's the Kraken's name? Phil? That's Phil. That's actually a pretty good one. Not gonna lie to you. That's pretty good. A little bit of both, actually. World Edit and Axiom. Little bit of both. Okay. So I'll leave that one there, that one there. Let's fill this in. We're gonna do another test in just a minute as well. I need to go on Hermitcraft in a second and check something out. So yeah, no problem. What was this one? Oh yeah, that works. Great, there's a good one. Actually, that can't go there. That's gonna be where the Kraken goes, because that's where the biome changes. So never mind. Let me see if I can smooth that down. Nope. All right. Should be good. I've never used the melt tool. I might try it though. That's good enough. I don't think that little spot's gonna matter too much. And if it does, I'll just not build it or move it later. Okay. So maybe I put, actually, you know, I think I'm probably fine with this. I think if we're gonna build maroon stuff in, it would need to be after we've built the ships back in. So that way we know where stuff is going to go. Or like once I have a general layout, then I can re-add sort of stuff in, but this has got to be more sort of base layout type of thing. So it's like, okay, this is what we're doing, and then we're going to add to it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's smooth that. I'm gonna leave like a little peninsula type of thing right there. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. All right, that looks really good. So now we need to save this. So now we've got to go on Hermitcraft and check out a level thing really quickly. You have snack. Ooh, what are you eating? I need to know. I need to know. All right, so we're going to check out Hermitcraft real fast and just, I need to get a level for something. So let's get on the server. Yeah, all the water's going to be put back in and everything will be kind of smoothed into each other. Krallis didn't do anything. He's a chump. That was a fake prank. Man, I could go for some just chips and salsa. That sounds good as hell. I think next time I go to the store. Am I the only one here that when they eat chips and salsa, I just dip my chips into the salsa juice? I don't really eat the chunky stuff, though. Hell no. All right, base level that we're looking for is level 52. No, I mean, I like the taste and the spice of the juice. I couldn't care less about the chunky stuff. All right, so I think our upper level is good. Let's go to this and 52. So what I'm looking for now is any spots that go below the 52 mark, which I don't think we have. And if there are any, we need to fill them in. Like, we should probably fill anything between 52 and 54. So let's see. So we got a bunch here. Okay. This is what I'm basically doing now is just making my life easier when I go to build. This is going to make it to where I don't have to fill in as many blocks when I decide to do this. So I just missed an entire section over here. Okay. I mean, we're only dealing with the 4-block section, but it's like still could be a lot, you know, between 52 and 57. So like 5 levels pretty much. Okay. Do we see any other deep spots? Like right there, maybe? Oh yeah, this is a big one. Ain't nothing wrong with a little snacky snack. Hell no. My snacky snack of choice though has got to be an ice cream cone from McDonald's. Just a vanilla, just a $2 vanilla ice cream cone hits the Jeb spot. Like them basics. What level are we on? 54? Okay. Hi, could you die? What's up, Ghost Wreck? Good enough. Okay. Like, ideally, I think I would like to keep the floor levels between like 54 and 57. So I think that anything that goes to like 53 as well. That way, when I do place my blocks down, it's not super hard. So like I said, I'm not filling all of this in. That would be ridiculous. I'm going to do surface blocks, and that's about it, really. All right. So now comes the fun part. We have got to figure out how we're going to do the color scheme of this area. So my natural thought was sand and dirt, right? Like underground the water, under the water, sand and dirt. That's the easiest. But we got to figure out how we want to blend the edges to that. Like what we could do is, you know how like beaches, they have like this? We could do a line all the way around the edges here, like signifying that that's sort of the beach. And then kind of go from there. That might be the better bet, I think. Also, just for funsies. No, we're not doing any deep areas. It's going to be more of a tropical ocean. That's so awesome. It's growing. I think I might have broke the game. We're going to sign out. And hopefully the game doesn't crash. Might have broke the game. Oh, wow, it didn't crash. Yo, what's up, Chalice? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Note to self, don't change the random tick speed to 200,000. A little bit too much. I don't know if the tick speed is still... There we go. All right. So like I was saying, I think we need to establish the beach. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do... I suppose we could do World Painter for this. That might be a little bit easier. Noise Painter. Our active block will be sand, and we're just going to do surface. Maybe? I don't know. What do we think about that? I think this probably needs a little bit of blending, but... What's up, Palette? Green, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that, dude. We're doing creative building. Trying to figure out what we want the bay to look like. Trying. Because it's kind of hard. But anyways, yeah, thank you. I hope you had a good stream. So for those just joining, we have did some of the terraforming to what the floor is going to look like down there. Right now, the base level of the floor is about 52. So we're just going to be doing surface building, I think. And then this is kind of the idea. The boats are going to sit right on the surface and have just a little bit underneath the water. And I just, because I want the water, under the water to be visible. We also have like a big water spot here. And I think we're going to put a crack in there. So, but I'm going to refill the water. Yes, sir. So right now we're trying to figure out how to blend the edges, and I think the sand is going to be the best idea because, you know, I'm just thinking like if we look out here, like right here especially, sort of. I've got an idea. I've always got an idea. But what was Grant up to tonight? So if I were to fill the water in, there's a, let's see, there's a large biome over here. So like right here is a forest, and then it switches to a meadow. And so there's like a huge black water spot, like big enough perfectly for a kraken to fit. Like I would say like right there somewhere. Oh, that game looks awesome. I've seen people play that before. Yeah. So there's like a big spot right there, and I think it's gonna work perfect for a kraken. But right now we're trying to figure out the beach situation, trying to just connect the land together. So. Like I'm kind of tempted to just make it all sand. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me some input once we get this all sort of rounded. Soggy shores. Because of the scale of the area, I'm not sure how much detail I'm going to be able to get away with. Because at some point I do have to actually leave the house and eat food and sleep and stuff. Yeah, that stuff is going to get in the way, I think, but should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am a hermit in Hermitcraft, but I don't want to be a hermit my entire life. Yeah, hermits helping hermits for the water refill might be the best bet as well, actually, now that I think about it. Thank you. We just redid the entire stream setup too, so this is all like fresh paint still. It's all fresh. All right. That actually looks quite good. I think some of it's going to need to be touched up, like some high spots. Okay, I'm going to do a bigger test here and just see what it looks like with just sand. Oh, crap. What's up, Golden? Dude, I love Axiom so much. Mod's insane, bro. It's just nuts. Like, you can just paint stuff. It's crazy, bro. It's like, hey, do you know, need to do an insane project? Like, don't worry. I got you, brother. Yeah, it's nuts, man. I guess the only downside to it is it's like you do all this like crazy cool building and then it's like, well, I gotta actually build this now. That could be a problem. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's see what it looks like up close. Considering it's all going to be filled with water, and we're only doing the surface levels sand, like we're not filling this entire thing in with sand, but you know, Jay of Earth, that's what I was kind of thinking as well. What we might do, and this might be a good idea. I don't know if Axiom can do that or not. I kind of just want to paint certain spots. So maybe we do it to where anything that's like level 54 or higher or lower, you know, is darkly like dirt maybe. How would I go about switching like anything on level 54 to dirt? Maybe like replace function, operation, replace. I guess I would have to make a selection for that first though. Rocks along the coast would be good. Yeah, I agree they would be. So this is kind of like, we're doing base level right now. And so we're just trying to get the terraforming done so we can do more detail after the fact. This is a tough one. You can mask. Okay. I got to remember how to do that. It's not that one. Tool mask. Edit. I've seen the area around his area. His area around his area. Those are words. It looks really good. The issue is that I've got a lot of surface area, and trying to do super detailed work like that in this like setting, I don't think that would even be possible. So, all right. I don't know if this is what I want. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it definitely needs to be Y mask. 54. But there's probably a way to do this, and I have no idea. I'm rusty with this type of stuff. So, the best way that I know how to do it would be probably world edit, to be quite honest with you. Let's try that. So I'm going to come way out here. We'll go to level 54. And just try PO1. I might just be able to do a full replace with world edit, you know. Like just like right here somewhere. Okay. And then we'll do replace sand with dirt. So I need to go down a level. But that actually looks really sick. Like I might even just keep that. I want to do that again. That was so sick, honestly. That was so cool looking. All right, so I'm assuming world edit's going off head position. So we're going to go level 53. Try to. Apparently not possible. There we go. Bottom could be mud too, yeah. All right. Yeah, wrong way. Didn't want to lose my elevation setting though. All right, and then we'll do the same thing. Don't know where I'm at. No, that's terrible looking. I think I'll do level 54. I did like the 54 look of it, though. Yeah, that looks so sick. And then yeah, let's do level 53 as mud. That's a good idea. We'll try that. If I can get it there. What about red sand? We could also try that too. Might be a little bit too bright though. We'll try it. Okay. Dude, I love that. I think anything that goes lower just needs to be filled in. Anything that goes lower just needs to be filled in. That is kind of perfect. Yeah, let's do some work here. How about stripped birch? Not a chance. You must be new here. We don't take kindly to birches around here. What? There we go. There will never be a day where I'm like, oh yeah, let's add birch to the build. Never gonna happen. Ever. Ever. Nope. Sorry. Yeah, we don't really do that. It's kind of gross. Some kind of basic gradient in the mud between the dirt and the sand. So, did my game just crash? I'm not gonna move. Ooh, that was close. I do agree, yeah. What we may want to do is just fill this thing up with water and see what it looks like next. So, just let me go through and make sure that I've got all the spots. I'm going to fix some of the mud spots or the dirt spots as well, I think. Which do I hate more, birch or andesite? I never said I hated andesite ever. I like that block. Do I hate birch? Yes. Is it ugly? Yes. Does it deserve to be mocked? Yes. Andesite's very good. It's a very good block. So the way that I'm thinking about this, like the person that mentioned I should do layers. Here's my thoughts. Whenever you look at water, there's like like real life, like kind of water, it does kind of feel like this is like the more appropriate look, right? The deeper it goes, the darker it gets. And am I like, I think the gradient's like not a bad idea, but at the same time, I love this. Like, I want it to look good, but I also really like the way that this looks. So, packed mud at 55. Yeah, we can try that. Like, you ever just like stumble across that sort of that like that design? You're like, oh, 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 baby, oh, baby. That's how I'm feeling right now. We're feeling very oh baby. So. I don't know, I guess diorite has its like some purpose, you know, but what do you guys think is the like excluding the glazed terracotta blocks? What do you think is like the worst block in Minecraft? String. String is more of an item. You hate spruce? I'll actually fight you. Don't bring that slander around here. Purpur. If I had to pick, I think maybe like what's like polished diorite or something, or like maybe polished granite. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to like look at that and be like, damn, that's a good looking one, you know? So. Deep slate copper. Yeah. Let's fill that in. So somebody mentioned level 55 as mud or packed mud. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Maybe the reason why I'm just thinking about the logistics of getting that much packed mud. So. I'm just gonna do it like this or whatever. I think no, okay. I think I'm gonna connect these together. Let's curve that a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. You think the block palette is great, but I think blending the block layers so it's not so abrupt will be good. We can certainly try that too. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that at all. Just kind of working out some things here once I get this done. Kind of get a more final layout that I like. I'm going to try that as well, I think. Yeah, I suppose we should probably look with water too. Like, just get an idea of what the water is going to look like. Okay. I just, I want to make sure that when I'm filling all of this in and doing these things that, like, not all of these areas are this big. Just don't really like that. So... But the idea of like blending the edges is not a bad idea at all. Just mash both of these together at the same time. I think I'm gonna just fill this in. Let's curve this edge. Game's lagging a lot right now. Just be patient. It's not gonna crash. It's weird that it's not like, hold on. Too far. I was gonna say, I think you have to be looking at it or on top of it. I'm not 100% sure. That's weird. I don't know. It ain't doing the dirt thing. Why is it not doing the dirt thing? Oh, maybe it's because I'm standing on the mud and the mud's a different level. That makes a lot more sense. You guys didn't even catch that, you slackers. And you call yourself good at Minecraft. You're so sad. I thought you knew block game better than that. Pathetic. Yeah. This has nothing to do with Axiom, but the difference in level between the dirt and stuff. Try harder next time, you nerds. Imagine not knowing every little thing about block game. You make me sick. I would say that's pretty good. Now, I want to do just a little bit of blending with that test that person mentioned. So I think smooth would be good for this. Let's test it. Like right here, I think. Interesting. It's adding something to it, but I don't know. Before we do anything else, I want to add some water in. Now, what would be the best way to add water? Like, flood fill? Oh, it's got to be water. What's fluid ball do? Oh, that's just literally. I wonder if I got that actually right. It's like level 63 is the base level for water. Oh, I'm so good at this game. I was one block off. All right, so I think we have gamma on. No, but it is also, it's very bright. Why is it so bright? You know what? I bet it's because my game's like gamma settings and the file is changed. It's kind of hard to know. By the way, this is what I was talking about with the Kraken right here. I like it. There does need to be another color, though. I agree. Give me one sec. I think I need to change my game settings really quickly. I'm gonna have to relaunch Minecraft. So you have like an options text that you can run the game with. And I want to make sure that my settings are not messed up there. Okay, we're gonna open this with... Brother, I'm not used to Windows 10. This is, or Windows 11. This is weird. So Gamma's on 1.0. So why is when this is filled up with water, it's so bright? Because Gamma's turned off. Like normally you can't see into water that well. Is it because I'm in creative mode? But even over here, like maybe it's just bright because it's sand. I think that's it. I think it's because it's sand. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try the packed mud thing in a minute. Give me a sec. Man. I do think we need to add another color in. So this is what it's going to look like That's, I don't know. I'm trying to like think about it logically, because if you look over here, right? Like I want that kind of darkness. So I think we do need to add another color in. I don't know if I'm going to add the coral in or not. Give me a sec. Okay. So I like the dark colors down below. The dirts. So I suppose let's try level 55 as packed mud or something. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe we do level 54 as packed mud and then the dirt. Because packed mud, we got to think logically, packed mud's kind of hard to get. And I will probably struggle with that one. So let's do, hold on. We'll do like, pretty good. All right, so the dirt level is level 53. That's level 52. So let's see if we can't make this work. Just as soon as the game doesn't lag anymore. Taking a lot of time. All right. I'm fine with the bottom that it has now. Do you put cheese on yours, Golden? I know a lot of people that do. All right. Did that replace the right level? That did, okay. Or no? No, it didn't. What's happening? Right now we are trying to decide on what we want the design of the bay to look like. So we're going to try 53 head height. There we go. Like the first time that I ever met somebody that put sliced American cheese on it, it was the weirdest thing I'd ever thought of. I was like, that's weird, brother. Am I getting that level wrong? Level 53. Huh. It's not really changing. Interesting. I don't remember. It's like 2006. 54 is dirt. Okay. I always just thought you put sloppy joes on bread and you just ate it that way. That was it. But when I went to this person's house, they were like, get the cheese out. And I'm like, what? That's weird, brother. There we go. Okay. Hot dog bun? That's clever. Just sliced American cheese is what they used. I thought it was weird, but hey, that's just me. So we'll do sand replaced with dirt. Oh, that is mint. Oh my god, that looks so freaking good. Brother. All right. The color change is kind of perfect. I think we should give sand 2 levels. I don't know if there would be another block we could use, though. The blocks have got to be, like, widely available. There's no way I'm going to make a specialized farm for this. It's a little weird, yeah. I mean, it would only be, like, this level right here. So, like, 57. Maybe just gravel, right? That's like the logical block. So still, let's see. Dirt was 54, 55, 657. So I'm going to do gravel. Gravel is level 57. I need to go up a block. What's your guys' like most favorite sandwich? Like even the most unhinged sandwich. What's your favorite? That's right. Okay, so that's what it would look like with gravel 2 layers up. But that makes the beach kind of look weird. Maybe not actually. I don't know. How do we feel about the gravel? I think I like it. Okay, cold sandwich. Favorite cold sandwich. Give me a sec. I'm just letting this update really fast. Instead of birch, no. I'm not doing either of those. I'm trying to keep it as natural blocks as possible. Okay, so we accidentally flooded the entire Hermitcraft server there for a minute. That's on me. Probably shouldn't flood everything. My bad. Do I have the water level right? Is it 63, right? I guess I don't need to abide by that. Yeah. So I either need to lower the water level, or I guess I gotta lower it to 62 then. Okay, so we'll try water level at 62. Which is gonna be a little weird, but hey, I didn't click you. Let it load for a second so I don't kill my entire PC. Have a good one, Faye. Okay, honestly, 62 is looking pretty good. So we either need to do some grass terraforming along this wall, or remove the water and put it down further. Less water is easier to put back in, and it could make Cub's golf course thing a little bit more fun. Okay. I'm not sure. Fried bologna is so good. Oh my god, fried bologna and American cheese with some ketchup, brother. Literally. Okay, that's water at level 62. I think we need to do a little bit of terraforming near Cub's golf course here if we're going to make 63 work. Okay, so this is gotta... Also, why am I flying at light speed for? Isn't there a way to turn that off? I think it's this right here. I don't want to fly at light speed. I want to fly at normal jet speed. Okay. I've never had fried spam before. That's kind of the point, Larson. I want the water to be seen, and it's not going to be realistic, unfortunately. So what we have done to make sure that the boats aren't going to be too shallow, the highest level of the things that you see out here are underneath of all the boats. I have went through and personally made sure that that's a thing. So, but yeah, I agree it's a little shallow, but it's going to be needed at the same time. So. I don't know if fill's going to work here because of the water. Sorry, game's lagging. Give me a sec. But I love a good breakfast sandwich too. So like cold sandwich. You guys are going to think this is like really unhinged. But if we're going to wait for program to respond. We're frozen right now. Cold sandwich. White bread or wheat, fine with either. Bologna, bologna, salami, ham, and pepperoni. So 4 meats, bologna, hammies. So an Italian sub essentially. American cheese, Doritos, and ketchup on the non-Dorito side. Yeah, that didn't work the way I thought it was going to. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, also, I have not, no. But for a breakfast sandwich, give me a bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. I'm a simple man. The only thing is, though, I'm going to be a very big, like, American when I say this. The cheese on anything for me has to be slices of American. I'm not cultured enough to know anything different. Oh, I also need to do this. Gotta be American cheese. That's mostly for slices of cheese, though. So, I guess it just removed all of my water or all my blocks. I guess I can fill it back in, though. Shredded cheese. I can do 4 cheese, pepper jack, cheddar, whatever. You know what I mean? Depends on the situation. Like if I'm eating taco, I want taco blend. Give me a couple cheesies. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that. But if it's a sliced cheese, gotta be American. Yeah, I gotta have the slices. Gotta be American. That was already filled with water. Okay, we're good there. So let me add just a little bit over here. Right here. That's good enough. Okay. There's a couple things that I want to take care of before I would consider this to be a good baseline starting point for working on the server. Couple things I want to do, like a couple little spots I just want to go through and trim up. I'm going to most likely have to do this by hand. It's fine. Like that's fine. This is not fine. Those will eventually turn into dirt blocks. That's fine. Like here, no thank you. That's all good. That's all good. This is not. especially this. I think we could just, there we go. Ed's the goat, dude. He's chilling. We respect Ed around here. Ed's really that guy. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Let me get a level from over here. So like 1 or 2 below the water, 62-ish is what we're looking for. Okay. See you later. Have a good night. So I'm just want to trim up some of the edges. The inside's fine. Because there's so much more coming in once we add water in, like obviously adding things like dirt or like seagrass and stuff will be done as well. And even with seagrass, we could easily just bone meal that in once we make this. That's all natural. That's all fine. This got to go down a couple levels. Sand and trees is a no bueno. That's all good. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a fun project. And by fun, I mean awful. Okay, I'm going to get a quick schematic of this, and we're going to take it over to Hermitcraft if I maybe. Is there anything else? There's a couple little spots over here that look like they need to be touched. I'm not looking forward to going to the gym tonight. I am so sore from the last 3 days. Thankfully, Thursdays and Tuesdays are leg day. And so it's not like end of the world bad, but okay. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. This schematic is going to be a little confusing because we're going to have to get a lot of blocks, but because I've got to grab such a big region, I'm not 100% sure that the block count will be right. Air quality hasn't been too bad. I'm in pretty southeast Ohio, so I'm kind of lucky in that manner. But like right here. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm about an hour away from the Indiana border and about an hour away from the Kentucky border, so I'm pretty good there. Okay. I think that's all of it. She's a biggin'. Oh yeah. So let's set our origin point here. I typically put them on the boat just so I have a good control point. Like right here. Test. Bay design. Ah, that sucks. All right, let's go over to Hermes. See what we're working with. Something's not right. Oh, it's still loading one of the other ones. Makes sense, honestly. There we go. I'm just looking at the edge design, see what's sort of... It's not super bad. Okay. So we would only be filling in what we see. So like the packed mud or whatever, that's all I'm filling in. This level will be a little bit more tricky because this is going to hold the sand. So because it needs to hold the sand, all of the dirt in this level basically needs to be filled in. Why is there... Okay. So I think this will be the hardest level because it's just got to be essentially a big flat spot. Yeah. Then, well, that's clay, right? So that one, yeah. I guess the sand sits on top of the dirt, so the dirt level's fine. The clay level's fine. This, you know, this project doesn't seem that bad. This is kind of weird, but I don't know why it's doing that. I guess that's just the editing part, yeah. Yeah, all the sand is going to be on top of the dirt, so we don't have to worry about that. So the dirt level saves the sand, and then, technically speaking, we could go as far to, you see where the dirt interacts with the clay? We could only fill in the areas where the clay is extruding past the dirt. We don't even need to fill all of that in. The dirt is the only level that really needs to be filled in. All right. Anything that's underneath that's not hidden, I don't care. I won't show it. Like, there's no point in adding that in. So. The question becomes, how do we get rid of those blocks? And I don't know if there's a way to even do it, to be honest with you. So what I'm talking about is like underneath of here, there's clay. How do I get rid of that clay so that I can have a clean schematic? Obviously, I don't need a clean schematic. It's fine if not, but anybody know? Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, mahalo might work. Let's do... I'm just going to try a test portion of it. Let's redo that. I'm just going to do this area right here. Let's try that. How do you hollow? Is it an operation? No. Yeah, I don't know how to hollow. Is it one of these? Underneath of the blocks that you don't see, I'm trying to remove them. When you hit enter for the operations. Okay, so we've got that. And then on the operations on the top left. Top right. And the selections options. Okay, move selection operations. Hold on, game's frozen. Game's still frozen. Don't crash. Don't crash. Wait to respond. Give me a sec. I don't know. Come on, game. Don't crash. You can do it. I have faith in you, man. And it's gone. You tried your best, game. You tried your best. Yeah, it's 50-50. Now we play the game of getting Minecraft to launch again. Well, interesting. All right, let's try it again here. There we go. All right, we're launching now. Sorry, I'm trying to catch shiny Pikachus. I got a shiny Tiara Pikachu last night. Pretty stoked on it. All right, just waiting for Minecraft to launch, guys. Give me a sec. There we go. Turns out clicking buttons kind of ruins things. Who would have thunk? Okay. Turn that off. This. Okay, so we hollowed it. Let's go check and see if that worked. Oh, we deleted stuff all right. I should turn gamma on further. Honestly, that works for me. That saves me a lot of trouble. We should, here, let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to try to select the whole thing from level 52 to, or 53 to 57, I think. Let's check levels to be safe. I'm almost positive that the water level or the stone level underneath of everything is 52. It's kind of hard to see. All right, I think I'll do 52 or something. Yeah, okay. This is I'm probably going to melt my computer doing this operation, but it's going to be worth it, I think. So it should be a good time. All right, so go back here, and then, so we need to start way out here. All right. Is there a way to see the Y level of this? Like, is there an info block somewhere? Target info, maybe? No. Probably not. Sec. I accidentally placed like a C's worth of sand. I guess it doesn't matter. Just as long as I can get an accurate count of the blocks, it should be fine. Because when I light Matica, it's only going to be from like level 52 anyways. So it's all good. Let's play a game called Will Jevin Melt His Entire PC? Find out next time on Hermitcraft. We hollowed about 25 million blocks. Whoops. Oh, that worked better than expected. We have a very, very clear area underneath of the base where we can grab this schematic now. Okay. Welcome back. Area, move to player. Okay. That's insane. It's insane how powerful these tools are, man. I just removed all of that with like a click of a button. That's insane to me. Shout out to my 3090 for just being an absolute goat. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where's this one sitting? That's also pretty good. Okay, so now let's go to like level 60. I guess probably 65. So this is like the only area that I want to select. I honestly think that I can do this project like easy. Okay, we certainly don't need stone. We certainly don't need this. We needed grass. Never mind. Clear. Okay, so let's see where we're sitting with these numbers. Shoot. Moved it to the wrong thing. Okay, we gotta fix our bounding box here really fast. Okay, analyze area. 26 boxes of sand. We don't need stone. We don't need water. Don't need a ton of grass. See you later, Golden. I hope you have a good night, dude. Take it easy, buddy. Sleep well. Yeah, we're just about done for the evening anyway, so. Okay. 5 boxes of, I'm gonna write that to file. 5 boxes of gravel, 5 boxes of grass, 10 boxes of mud, 13 boxes of packed mud, 16 boxes, and then 26 of sand. So honestly, not even that bad. Like, could have been a lot worse. Base lay. There we go. That's so easy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done all in one go, but like honestly, it's not even that bad. That's like manageable. And considering the sand cost is gonna be the greatest one, 26. I might have that. Maybe. We're gonna see. It's gonna be close. If not, I've got close to what it's gonna be at least. So of the 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I've got 22 of the 26 boxes that we need. So the only thing is I don't know if I got the right schematic origin. I'll have to see, because it may have just put the origin somewhere like super random. Let me just put it right here for a second, see if it'll load. No, that's it. Dude, that's so sick. I'm so excited about this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming by the stream this evening. I'm assuming there's going to be another Hermit live, and we are going to raid them after. I'm going to run my end screen. If you want to stick around and watch the ads, it would be greatly appreciated. But I hope all of you guys have a good rest of your evening. Thank you so much for all the help and all the suggestions tonight. It's been wonderful. We got a lot done. We got a lot done tonight. So thank you. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow or not. We'll see. It depends on if I'm going to be able to do this video or not. But anyways, take it easy, everybody. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all later.